life's too normal and you need a change from something totally expected to something strange. It's time to go to a place where improv dreams come true, and all we need is you. It's the world's nerdiest improv show. WNIS Weenus, don't you know? Get your internet connected on your screen aglow, and we'll make it up as we go. The world's nerdiest improv show.
Welcome, everyone, to the world's nerdiest improv show, parentheses, WNIS, parentheses, Weenus.
And we are your hosts. I am Katrina.
And I'm Jen. Oh, I've got some things here. Oh my goodness, I'm so slow. There's Katrina's name. There's my name. Yeah, you know, it's all about the
production value. You're valuing up my production.
There we go. We got the value in. How you doing, Katrina?
Oh, I'm pretty good, Jen. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
How was your week?
Oh, pretty good. I don't remember what happened, but it's been good
I heard
so
you
far.
got a good view.
I did get a good view.
Yeah.
So they did. If you remember from last week, I was talking about how they cut down the tree from next to my apartment.
Yeah.
They did, and it opened up the view of a lake, which was very nice and very fancy. And I feel like I can't afford to live here after my lease is expired.
Oh.
But I still miss the birds.
Yeah. There is something about seeing some wildlife outside of your
Yeah.
window. Yeah.
Yeah, like there were cool birds. Like Stellar's jay would come, like a blue jay with like a cool
Yeah.
mohawk. They would come and visit, and I would often see woodpeckers, like a northern flicker, which have little like polka dots on them, which are very cute and
I like
lovely, and they have cute little red cheeks.
Aw.
Oh my goodness, they have the cutest little red cheeks. Yeah,
I have red
wouldn't-
cheeks, but they're not so cute.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh my
Look at the
God.
love, the love.
Can't.
Oh my gosh! There they go.
There they are.
Podcast listeners, you can't see that I'm blushing.
Oh.
Oh. It's
Anyway.
Anyways, when you're an improv nerd, you got to take the compliments when you can get them.
Take them all.
Yeah.
Time to take them. And also, learning how to take a compliment, I feel, is like a really good skill to have.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times in my life when people would give me a compliment and I'd be like, no, and then it's just like an awkward situation because they're like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't know how to talk to you.
Yeah.
So if you just learn how to like automatically say, oh, thank you so much, it makes conversations go a lot easier, even
That's
if
it.
internally you're like, liar.
Yeah. I'm internally liar or embarrassed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't usually think liar. I usually think I don't know what to do with this information.
Yeah.
I don't know what to feel about this.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel-
me exactly.
Yeah.
I was told that in improv once. Ah, Jen can't take a good note because I get embarrassed. I'm like, oh no,
I did
camera
something
off.
right. Oh no. It's so much easier when you do something wrong.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
You're like,
I don't know
I'll
what to
work
do
on
with it. Usually
Amazing.
fucking up.
Exactly. Like, oh, amazing. I can work with this if I have
Yeah.
something wrong. But if it's
Yeah.
something good, like, oh no, what if it goes away? What
Yeah.
if I lose it? What if I do it wrong next time?
Exactly. That's probably what it is. You get in your head like, that was a fluke or something that I did that, and can I ever repeat that thing again? And now everyone's going to be looking for me to not do that thing.
Yeah, I don't want to be known for getting things right because then people expect you to get things right. And as soon as you do something wrong, it's like doubly as bad as if you did something wrong
Oh.
when no one expected you to do it right in the first place.
We are putting so many improvisers in their head right now.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
But see, this is us doing it wrong, so you don't expect us to get it
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
next time when we get it wrong, you're gonna be like, oh, they just get it wrong often.
Yeah. Basically,
you
when you
learn
do
and
your improv nerd show, don't do what we're doing.
Don't. You could do it better, but then we'd expect you to do it better.
Yeah. Yeah, don't set your bar
And
so high.
Can you deal with the pressure?
Yeah. But
Anyway,
I wonder though, like we've apparently self-proclaimed the world's nerdiest improv show. Like we
Yeah.
are setting ourselves up as number one nerdiest.
yeah.
If someone else is doing an improv nerd show, are they like the nerdiest plus plus? The world's nerdiest, even nerdiest-er?
Well, I could argue that if someone was more nerdier than us, they could write
Uh-huh.
to us as
Yeah.
claiming false advertising,
Hmm.
and then they could technically take our name, and
Yeah.
then we'd have to be like the world's nerdy improv show.
Or the world's
A
second nerdiest
Ooh,
improv show.
true, but then
Yeah.
we're up again
Hmm.
against everyone, and anyone could come in at any time and claim that they're the second nerdiest. So then they have to. It's like
Yeah.
we could do a generic like a nerdy improv show.
A nerdy improv show. That's smarter.
It's smarter, but it's also not as definitive. So
It isn't. However, it means that I don't have to register more domains.
that's true.
Yeah. I have a lot of domains already.
Yeah, a nerdy improv show would probably be the most money saving
Yeah.
option. You
Somewhat
heard it here
nerdy.
first.
Yeah. Business ideas for all of you. All right. Well, speaking of our show, this show is brought to us by Soup. By Soup. So, ooh, boy. Oh, we just got, the people watching us just got a preview of the word of the week. Oh, no. But
no.
here's the soup of the week.
What kind of soup is that?
This one's potato carrot soup.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It looks very good. You know, I wanted to make your soup last week, which was a curry vegetable soup. But it's very difficult to find garam masala.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, I don't know why. I need to go to like a specialty store because like no places of my normal grocery place has it.
Right. Huh. I would have thought
Yeah.
that would be a more commonly acquired one.
You would think,
Hmm.
but maybe I don't know.
Yeah. I haven't
Maybe I
shopped
should-
for it for a while because I have like a great big
Yeah,
bag.
that's the thing. I'm like, I need to go to the specialty store because they do sell it in just like the big things,
Yeah.
and then I'll be set for life.
Yeah.
And by life, I mean 4 months.
4 months. Oh, that's a lot of soup.
Yeah, not to say I'm gonna not live past 4 months. Just I was exaggerating how.
Yeah.
You get it. This soup is good too, though. Wow, the banter is so good today.
Oh, we're doing well. We are doing well, everyone. We actually have a guest today.
We do. Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. I missed my line change.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like to redo? We can rewind.
Yes, can we just rewind and do the first
Okay.
little bit again? Okay.
I'll put us back. There we go.
Soup.
Okay,
Garam
yeah,
masala.
soup. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, we're
Failure.
back. Failure. Yeah. We'll end and begin on the failure note. All right, let's redo. Where are we at? I'm confused.
The top. We're at
The
top.
top. So, world's nerdiest improv show. We are the nerdiest currently. We may not remain the nerdiest.
And we are your hosts. I'm
Oh.
Katrina.
And I'm Jen. Oh, here we go again. Jen title, Katrina title. There we go. Okay, that right back to that part. Got it.
And today we have a guest.
We do have a guest. I'm so excited about our guest.
I am too. We had a lovely discussion.
Oh, we should fast forward right now. We should fast forward. Let's fast forward. We've done banter. Failure.
Domains.
Ah! I'm so excited we have a guest today, Katrina.
Oh, me too, Jen.
Yeah.
I think we've been building up to this point to figure out how we could get guests on the show, and today's the big day.
Big day indeed. We have a improviser from the world's greatest improv school and other places. He improvises at several places, but the place where I met our guest is through the world's greatest improv school,
Where we are
streaming from. Yes, is Twitch channel. All right. Well, should we roll the interview now that we messed up, we were round, we fixed our mistakes, and now we can run the interview with Luke Bovard. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's.
I didn't want to say it wrong.
Yeah. All right. Let's roll the interview.
To Venus's very first interview, we are lucky today to have Luke Bovard all the way in from Germany.
Yeah.
He
first one.
Yeah, first interview, international, putting us on the map. All of the things. So thank you so much for being here, Luke. We're happy to talk about a little bit of your improv background and just your improv experience. And you have lots of unique experiences that we can chat about. So yeah, would you like to just start with a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, great. Well, I first want to say those ads that you just played
Oh,
were
yeah.
I don't but buy whatever they were selling. I mean,
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you so much. Yeah, we're hoping to, increase
Mhm.
the sales element of this show over time.
fantastic. Yeah, you got
Yeah.
a wide reach. Yeah.
Ah,
But
thank you.
I,
Thanks.
I did not know I was the first guest. So it's an honor, absolute honor to take the mantle. And again, I'm gonna set the bar high.
Oh,
I
of
hope.
course.
We are. We set it right at the top.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
So-
I've did a bit of improv. I've been doing it now 2 years. 2 years, but I have been an improv fan for a long time. In fact, since we're just thinking of it, I have, and this is I had posted on Instagram at one point, a certificate of excellence in podcast support signed
Ooh,
by Scott Ackerman himself
wow.
from 2012. We
Wow.
have Jessica St. Clair as Marissa
Mhm.
Wampler.
Womp it
Jared
up.
Jared Carmichael, I think is his name. He's gotten very big. And
Mhm.
Paul Rust here.
Paul
And it was
Rust.
if you're a CBB fan, it was the first New No-Nos episode I sponsored. So I know I've been listening to improv podcasts for a long time.
Wow.
That
I've
is
only been doing it
history
for the last
right
2
there.
That is.
That is history.
I would have that framed at some point.
I am actually going to get it framed.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
I just moved into a new place, yes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been a big improv fan for a long time, growing up watching Who's Line way back in the day.
Mhm.
I was back when torrenting was still cool and much more, sailing the high seas. It's quite fun.
Torrent's not cool anymore. Oh shit. I'm
Yeah,
gonna write that
I
down.
know, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's all streaming now. It's all streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was watching Who's Line way back in the day. And yeah, just big fan of improv podcasts. And then after COVID, the lockdowns were easing up. I was like, you know what? I should really do this. It can't be that hard.
Mhm.
And been doing it since here in Berlin in Germany in English.
How do you
Wow.
feel now on the can't be that hard? What was your reaction after you started out?
I was actually, because I did a lot of dancing and I did a lot of improvisation and dance and being in front of people doing silly things, I found it quite enjoyable.
Nice.
And used to being in front of, just being on stage, being in front of people doing silly stuff. I had quite a bit of experience, at least from the dance world, and the skills were just lift and shift, like directly applicable. You
Yeah.
just get used to like going in the moment and having fun and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I still long way to go, but I enjoy it quite a bit. It's very, very fun.
Well, that's awesome. What kind of dance do you do apart from improvised?
Yeah. So I originally started with swing dancing. So
Oh
Lindy
wow,
Hop.
very fun.
Yeah. So that's all. It's a social dance, improvisation, complete improv. I mean, there are choreographed routines. So that's, going up to people and asking them, hey, do you want to dance, do a song, have fun, be silly, be wacky. Then during the lockdowns, I got into house dancing, also into a dance called whacking,
Mhm.
which is a very cool dance. It's with your arms. It's like Vogue, but not Vogue. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit locking. Yeah. Yeah. If voguing was East Coast, New York City, Black, trans communities, gay communities in New York, whacking was originally punking, Los Angeles, the gay, Black, Latino communities there.
Wow.
But unfortunately, it didn't survive, or it didn't get as well known as voguing has. So that's quite fun. And there, it's a lot of improvisation. You're literally just, posing with that, like you're in a magazine. So a lot of improvisation there. It's all about just being in the moment, no choreography.
Mhm.
Expressing yourself, being, you can play characters as well.
Mhm.
People play characters in dance. But otherwise, yeah, it's a social dance. It's meant to have fun and express yourself, put yourself out there.
Oh my gosh, that's so
And
fun.
Right.
a good lesson I've learned from a couple of very famous dancers, and I think it's very true in improv. I've taken a look at improv as well. If you're having fun and being yourself on stage, everyone notices. And if you're not, everyone notices. And I've seen with improv, if someone clearly doesn't want to be there, it just like that. Like you notice it immediately. But
Definitely.
if you're out
Yeah.
there having fun, you're like doing scenes, whatever. It's like, oh, if you're having fun and everyone can see it, the audience is having fun as well.
Yeah. We think we're so good at acting, but people can see through that part of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So did you start out your classes at We Just in LA or elsewhere?
No, I started here in Berlin. I actually
Oh, wow.
started with short form
Oh.
improv. So again, in the Who's Line style.
Nice. Yeah.
And I found it's a great foundation of just basically getting to the game as quick as possible, being silly, being stupid.
Yeah.
A lot of times the game is just given to you and whatnot, but then move to more long form since that's what I'm a little bit more interested in. But I enjoy both. But that's mostly been done in person with a little bit of here at We Just.
Nice. Do you have a favorite short form game or a least favorite short form game?
Oh, favorite short form game. Oh my God. What is it? I love New Choice is always my favorite short form.
New Choice is a good one.
Yep.
It's such a great fun thing because you always, the third thing is always gonna be the weirdest and then therefore the funniest.
Mhm.
And you're really struggling to establish that pattern. You're like, okay, I got the first beat, second beat, third. Oh God, what's the third thing? Oh no, I can't. You just say something and it's very funny.
Yeah.
I feel like
And
that one's like a mental exercise. Like really
Yeah.
it forces you to build that muscle of like just grabbing whatever's there.
Yeah, exactly. Probably least favorite is any sort of musical improv or rapping. Yeah. I can't
Oh,
really-
rapping.
That one, yeah. I'm like, that's not my specialty.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy that at all.
Yeah. I wish I was good at rapping. That's one of those ones that I wish I was super good at, but yeah, I stress it at
Yeah.
attempting the rhymes.
Yeah.
That's
But
one I would
doesn't
like to
come up.
improve at.
Yeah. But I don't do much short form anymore, more long form. So
Yeah. What kind of long form do you enjoy? Do you have like a form in particular or a style or an
Yeah.
opening that you prefer?
Yeah, I like probably what I'm really interested in, and I hopefully will get to do more, is the movie. I did the class with Billy Merritt here at Regis, which was a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
I really like that because you get to play with the genre and you just get to have fun and be silly and be just stupid as characters.
Yeah.
And it's just so enjoyable.
Are
Some
you
of my
into
favorite-
movies? Like, do you watch a lot of movies? Are you into, genre and dissecting the movie and all that kind of thing as well?
Not really. I just like playing with the tropes. Sorry, is TJ
Yeah.
listening? I apologize.
Yeah. Oh, TJ might be listening.
Oh no, shoot, I'm sorry.
I'll have your back. I'm not a big movie watcher either. I struggle, but I do enjoy the form.
I have a
it's a
full
lot of fun.
I have a full list of movies from TJ that I need to watch, and I'm about this much through it. So
Yeah.
we're all about.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. Actually one of the people in the in-person class, I did a version of the movie here too. He had studied at UCB in the 2000s, and he was telling me about all the cool teachers he had. And he actually Dynamo, if you know that name, Jen, you might. I don't know, Katrina, you. Don't know if you know Dynamo. Actually, just to sidebar, this is my second appearance on the show. I've been on once before.
You were.
I've been on once before.
Yeah.
I got a shout out and to a photo of Will Hines. And from that series, Dynamo is one of the characters. She's in a couple episodes of that.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think maybe a writer, some other writer, producer, something as well, if I remember correctly. But I might not be. Yeah.
If you don't know Dynamo, she's also made those very famous diagrams or posters of the different forms, like the Herald. If you've seen one from UCB, that's her.
Okay, I have seen
She's
those.
the one who made that. Yeah, so she actually, the guy in the class, he contacted her, got a list of all the different genres, and here are all the prototypes of every film. It's a very good, thorough list.
Wow,
from
that's
10
very
years
cool.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need resources like that for sure.
I like the visual aids. They're very helpful.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I also like classic montage. Nothing beats it. when you do it well, it's always fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very fun. I love a montage.
Do you
Anyway.
do you prefer like a organic opening, or do you prefer like a structured opening on a montage or anything really?
I think I've become a fan now of just getting a suggestion,
Mhm.
and I guess it's called a living room style opening or a monologue
Right.
style opening. I don't know. The terminology is not clear, but you get a suggestion, and then everyone just kind of talks for 2-3 minutes about what does it remind them of. You get a couple stories, and you go. I find it to be the best when done well, because it gets a couple stories, gets the audience laughing. They're not trying to dissect. Like, I hate the pattern game. I think it's dumb.
Yeah. Me too.
It doesn't make sense as an audience member. Like, is this fun to watch? Like, is it just people saying random words and then a little premise? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on both of those. A living room done well is spectacular, especially, and it's amazing how much technique can go into a living room, which seems informal. It seems like you're just chatting, but there is a lot of technique to do it very well, which is makes a difference.
yeah. If you watch Holy Shit Improv, they do a living room style one, and it's amazing. They can pull every single story gets turned into a scene in some way, and then just kind of goes in different direction. You're like, really? The fact that there was a poster on the wall became a good 3-minute bit. You're like, how the hell did they do that?
How?
But yeah.
How did you make soup so interesting? I have no idea.
Exactly. How'd that happen? And it's just fun. And I mean, I take improv as it's supposed to be silly. It's adult playtime.
Exactly.
Yes.
If I see I like, what is it called? Oh my god, the incantation. Isn't that what it's called? The
Invocation?
Invocation. Thank you. Invocation. Yes.
Yep.
Which I've seen one good one in my entire life.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just awkward to watch and not that funny.
Yeah.
So, but I've become more about. Sorry, go ahead, Katrina.
Which one's the invocation? I don't think I do that one.
It's where you get a suggestion, you have to embody it on stage. It's kind of a very performance arty in my view.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that, but I think I know what you mean.
If you remember thou art the peanut of my existence sitting there all nutty like.
Yes.
Have you ever seen something like that?
Probably. Did I promptly forget it?
Yeah. If you Google The Perfect Herald, there's a video from the improvisers in Chicago. I forget the name of the team, but there's a couple of well-known people on it. It's from like 2009, 2010. They do invocation.
Okay.
And that's like the only good one I've seen because everyone commits 100%.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I want
it's
to see
all
it
about
done.
committing.
Yeah.
And I've heard about one where the invocation turned into the invocation was 20 minutes and then they did the herald in 2 or something like that at the end.
Speed Herald.
Speed herald after like a 20-minute invocation, and I wish that I could see that one on video.
Was it? I must have been getting laughs for 20 minutes to keep it.
It
going.
worked. I mean, the history and lore of that particular set is that it worked very well. I believe it. I choose to believe it.
And then
I
it
believe
never
it
worked
too.
again.
And
Yeah.
And
It's
they took-
documented on the wiki.
yes, it is. It's somewhere on the wiki. That's, I think, where I read it.
Well, Luke, you were mentioning how you moved from LA to Berlin. Is that correct?
I'm originally from Vancouver. In fact,
Oh,
West
okay.
Vancouver. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from Jen.
Yeah.
Right.
And me, kind of. I'm in
And
Seattle.
you too, down
so-
in Seattle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, Jen's very close. Just last year, I was within, I think, 2 or 3 kilometers of Jen's house.
That's
Oh.
We were
true.
driving up to Tofino. Yeah,
Oh,
it's very true.
so
But I was
local.
originally Vancouver. Yeah, but I moved to. Yeah. I get all the local references Jen makes. She talks about PC ferries and
Ooh.
talking about getting some food at the Earls. On the
Yeah.
ferries. I'm like, yes, I get that.
I understand.
I understand that reference. It's
I know
funny 'cause
that
it's-
burger.
I know that burger. Yes, I remember eating there as a kid, and they had the pirate packs. Do you remember
Yeah.
those? Yeah,
Oh,
those
I
are
remember
awesome.
I made a scene about a pirate pack once and I didn't define it enough. Like I said, the child-sized burger or whatever. And I tried to define it, but it wasn't clear enough. And then everyone's question at the end is, what is a pirate pack? And then I was like, oh, I didn't do my job. Didn't do
Yes,
my
but this is
regional
a-
reference.
This is a great kind of segue into
Yeah.
I moved to Germany in 2014 to continue my education, and I did that here, and I've I've been there ever since. Been here ever since, and I started doing improv here in Berlin. There's a school. Actually, if you pull out How to Be the World's Greatest Improviser by Will Hines, and you read the back, the Noah and Josh Telson of Comedy Cafe Berlin are mentioned there, and Will Hines has kind of been he downplays his impact, but his name's outside. He's been there a couple times, so he helped them set up the school. I believe he even coached the team. But yeah, we do it here in English, and the references is very interesting because a lot of people here are non-native speakers of English, which makes improv absolutely fascinating.
Yeah. So you do improv there in English primarily.
Yes,
Wow.
they do it here in Berlin. There's a lot of English improv.
Hmm.
There's a weird distinction in Europe. There's improv and impro without the V, which is more theatrical based. So it's a lot more. If you think of, I don't know, pretentious European theater, that's kind of what it is.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah,
So which one do you do? Impro or
improv with the V.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the long form stuff, UCB style, the kind of
Nice.
influence there. But yeah, because of that, so there's actually just the other night at the theater there was Turkish improv, so improv entirely in Turkish. I know there's a Spanish speaking group, Polish speaking, Italian. I don't think there's a French, but there's also a lot of German speaking improv.
Wow.
But it makes it very interesting because if we were to do a scene together, we kind of have the same cultural upbringing in Pacific Northwest, North America. We have the same reference points to things. Throw that all out. Gone. You don't have that anymore. So you can't reference,
Earls.
I don't know. Sorry?
No
Earls.
Earls, pirate packs.
Earls. You can't reference Earls. Yeah. You can't reference it because no one's going to be like, what the hell's Earls? Who's Earl? And I think it makes for some very interesting improv because you can no longer fall back on that crutch that happens, I think, from time to time when people will be like, oh, I don't have anything funny. Okay, let's put in like a reference to a famous film. Can't do that because not everyone has seen whatever film. They might have heard. Like when we were doing short form, we would do the what's it called? Let's Make a Date style game, right? Familiar with that one? Right? And they'd name a celebrity. Oh,
Name a
sorry.
celebrity, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, right. So that's the level of celebrity you need to get. Because
Okay.
you can't do anyone specific, like very, very famous actors work, very famous musicians work, but anything kind of more lower down than that, which maybe us from Canada or US would know, people be like, I don't know who that is. Never heard of that person.
Yeah.
So you really can't fall back on that. And I think makes for some very interesting improv because you're no longer pulling on references. You really are pulling on your own life.
Right.
And
Does
it
that-
becomes, go ahead.
Sorry. Does that lead to kind of more relationship based improv, like that really leans into like relationships and those kind of things?
Absolutely, yeah. I would say right now, at least at Comedy Cafe Berlin, it is super grounded, super true to the improv, sort of speed of life, TJ and Dave style. That's kind of taken over. Which I'll admit is fun, but I do like the ingestion of silly and just being wacky and having things in a strange reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of very relationship-based scenes. There's a lot of very truth-based scenes, truth-based teams, actually, sorry. So following that TJ and Dave style. So,
Interesting.
yeah, so it focuses a lot on that, just relationships between people.
Amazing. That's interesting because that is something I like. I really enjoy. I really like delving into relationships and scenes. And but I do think if that was like all we could do, because there was just nothing we could draw from, like that would get kind of tedious as well. So do you find
yes, a little
Okay.
bit. It can be fun.
Yeah.
But I do like going to not Wackyville or Crazy Town quickly, but it's fun to, have characters with unusual or foolish behavior, as I think Will Hines' most recent Stack post talked about, the fool. I very
Mhm.
much like that. You have someone with a silly or strange belief, and they justify it, and they're very foolish, and it's quite fun to play with that.
Yeah, I
Well, it's
agree.
just if you're just playing yourself or a grounded version, like, okay, that's fine, but I have reality for that.
Mm-hmm. Although I am also found to be a fool quite often in reality, as it
There you go.
happened.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
speaking of weird words, you have a book. I think
I
that you might have
did,
brought.
yeah. I did. I came prepared, so I've set the bar
Yes.
high for everyone who comes.
Luke has set
Oh.
the bar so high. Everyone needs to bring a show and tell item.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. So I have this
Yeah.
book here, which I've had for a very long time. It's called Mrs. Burns' Dictionary of Unusual, Obscure, and Preposterous Words, and it's what it says on the tin. It's full of unusual, obscure, preposterous words, and I believe I've heard the show before. You have a segment.
We do. We have the word of the week.
Mhm.
Wait,
The word
Jen, should we have Luke pick our word of the week?
I think so. I think
think
that
so.
this is what the word should be, whatever it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Let's-
right. Well, let's get a bit of feedback.
Pressure.
So there are, 237 or so pages
Okay.
in this book. I will ask you for a number between about 1 and 237, or actually, sorry, about 11. It starts on page 11 and 237.
All right, Katrina.
135.
135. Okay, I'm going to go page 135. Ooh. All right, we're in the M section.
M
All
section.
right. Do you want columns? Do you want left column or right column?
Ooh, Jen, pick.
The right column.
The right column. Okay, let's see. What have we got here? That looks like that's, with. Oh, well, here we go. This word is called musard. 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 And its definition is an absent-minded dreamer or fool.
What?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What?
Oh my
There we
gosh.
go.
Wild.
That-
Musard.
An absent-minded dreamer or fool.
There it is, right? An
And it's like-
absent-minded dreamer fool.
It's like mustard
Right there.
without the T. I can
Yes,
remember
it's like
that.
mustard without the T. Musard.
Mustard without
Musard.
the T.
I assume it's musard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have to look at the pronunciation, but that's
Wow.
That
there we go.
that was a great pick.
That was. Thank you, Luke, and thank you, book.
Thank you.
this book. I really love
That
this
book
book.
rules.
Actually, I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
I might have
Yeah,
to
it's-
buy a book this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. But it might be a book that I actually read.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
It's an actual useful book that won't just be
Yeah.
on my shelf.
What's interesting is if you kind of read through it, some of the words that might have been unusual at the time of its publication are actually have entered common use. I don't remember because this is from the 70s.
Oh.
So some of the words I think might have been more uncommon back then, but have kind of come into common parlance nowadays.
Like Riz.
Yeah.
Riz.
You know what? I'm curious. Has someone come up with Riz before?
Oh no.
This
And did
is
it
a
mean
chance.
the same thing or not?
Yeah,
Same
very
thing.
true.
Let's see. Is there anyone with Riz? No, it doesn't look like it.
Oh, I think all of
There's-
us here have a little bit of Riz, though.
A little bit.
Yeah, we have.
Just a little bit of
Oh,
Riz.
there's this one. Rixatrix. That's a great word. Rixatrix.
Rixatrix. Oh, what does that mean?
Rixatrix. Well, based on what it sounds like, what do you think it could mean?
Rixatrix.
Well, it's like
I'm just thinking of the cereal. I can't
Well,
think.
yeah,
of
that's where I was
cereal.
that's where I was going to, but like Rix makes me think of like rickety, so like a wagon, so like a wagon full of Trix cereal is what I'm.
There we go. That's it. That's
a
the right
Rixatrix.
answer. That's the
Wheel
right
it in.
answer.
It's a scolding, nasty old woman.
Oh,
Scolding, nasty old woman. Hi, my name is. Yeah, that's probably me. This actually reminds me of an improv game that Shannon O'Neill plays, which is one person gives the word, makes up a word, and then the next person has to give the definition of that word. That's also
Wait,
made up.
hold on. Is that she has an exercise because I've come up There's the warm-up game. I don't know what you call it. We call it here electric company, where you give the first syllable and the second syllable.
Oh,
I don't know what
I've
you might
not.
have
I haven't
different
played
names.
that. I
So
haven't
I
played
can go
that.
have you played it, Katrina?
I've played it, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
remember giving an example that, or like giving a definition though. I think it was just
No,
like,
but based on that, I
oh,
created
you,
a game. So if we basically take two syllables and then put them together, and you get a word, and then the next person has to now define that word.
oh, okay.
And I didn't
I
realize
like that.
it's the exact same
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
because could kind of circle back on the doing it in a non-native language. So a lot of the people I play with, English is their second or third language. You know, they can struggle. Not that they struggle; they're very fluent. But when you don't have that safety of it being your native language, you do kind of be like, "Oh no, am I saying this properly? Am I doing this
Right.
correct?" There's that little voice in the back of your head. When you're like, "Oh no, am I saying this? Is doing this right?" And I find people do have a little bit of a difficult time here justifying and just being really silly and just, this word means this. Or if they don't know something in English, they assume, oh, I'm stupid. I don't know this word. I don't know what it means. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Whereas I say that is the improv gift, because now it's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
And we as other players can play off of that and have so much fun.
Oh, I love it. It's really the leaping without looking sort of mindset, which is wonderful to have, where it's just like, I'm just going to go for this, whatever this is. Let's just go.
Exactly. You're
Yeah.
confident. No, and your character knows exactly what that word means, and it means that to you.
Yeah.
If it doesn't mean that in actuality, who cares?
Yeah. Doesn't matter. The stakes are so low. That's what I love. So when you realize that those stakes are so low that you can just have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Be silly, as I was saying earlier.
But do you have anything you'd like to plug, Luke?
Oh, you're gonna add the plug theme in post, I presume.
Yes, we will. Okay, let's all just pause for a second. All right, let's just assume that it was added in. Yeah.
Yeah, it was added in. I think again, like those ads, like really, that was a solid plug theme.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I can hear the production value.
Oh my god.
Oh, well.
Oh wait, now we have to pause for that.
Oh,
production value. Valuing up their production. There we go.
wow. It's professional. The professionalism you two exert is outstanding.
Oh, thank you so much.
I guess if you're in Berlin in April, I have, in theory, a show that we've signed up for. I don't know if we've got it yet, but there's a show called The Hedge, which is a twice a month show that features indie teams performing whatever format they want. And we're hoping to do a slacker. We've submitted one. Yes.
Very nice.
Nice.
So it's a little bit Schrodinger show right now, but
yes. Although I do for sure have a show because I'm doing a pretty flower class in person here in Berlin. We do have a student show. So again, if you're in Berlin on a date to be determined, some point at the end of March, show up. It's free.
Up. Nice.
It's completely free.
I love it.
Well, if I happen to be in Germany in a month, I'll let you know.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah. Gosh,
Yeah, I mean, we never know what our futures are going to be. So
Don't know.
We have no
if
idea.
I'm there, we don't know. I
You
love
could
it.
spontaneously just teleport to Berlin. It's theoretically possible.
That's truly the dream.
Yeah, that I would love that ability.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
science, please order that up so we can make this happen.
And please,
Yeah.
like, keep everything in the same location. Don't make it like weird where you like come back and like you're, you know what I mean? Science,
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah, a second dual person. Anyways, yeah.
Mhm.
Anyways, I want to thank you, Luke, so much for coming on the show, being our first
Thanks,
guest,
Jen.
bringing props,
Oh,
bringing
I
resources.
love it. I've listened to every episode.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much.
have.
Thank you.
We-
I have.
We do too, but simply because we're involved.
Oh,
Yeah. If we blank out a bit, maybe we haven't watched our own episode or something, but then we come right back in and we're watching again. But thank you so much for joining us, Luke. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yay. Yeah,
It's been an honor.
it has, and we'll see you on the internet.
We'll see you on
All
the
right.
internet.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
And I'm just going to hit end recording there. I will split this off. End recording. Are you sure you want to stop the recording? And we're back. Welcome back. That was an interview.
That
Thank
was
you
an
very
interview.
much, Luke.
Thank you so much, Luke. You are our very first guest, and I loved learning all those fun words.
Yeah, no kidding. And one of them we saw a brief preview of, so we'll see that again. But first, now we have the ads after the interview. Yeah. All right, let's roll that.
Have you been raised to never let history repeat itself? You might be living in a world of first beats only. How do you know if you're trying to survive on first beats alone? Symptoms include your first beat was frat bros heading to Burning Man, and your second beat was something unrelated about two sisters gossiping about 90s after-school specials or something. Or you thought of a perfect Rooster callback, but you kept your mouth shut because you thought no one needed to revisit that great farm scene. Or you thought you could have made a solid pigeon pecking connection during the third beat, but you didn't because it would have been too much to go back 30 minutes in the set. You know you're living an anti-second beat lifestyle that rejects historical repetition if this very advertisement gives you chills, nausea, acid reflux, a bad case of heartburn, vertigo, unrelenting jazz hands, and chills. If these symptoms resemble your history-hating reality, you are living in a world of first beats only, and you need help from us. Here at Do It Again, Please, an Improv Sabbatical. At Do It Again, Please, an Improv Sabbatical, you'll redo history. You'll get reps of beats. History starts repeating itself by noon. You'll receive the same dry toast you got for breakfast, and also for lunch, and also for dinner. Oh, that asshole who stole your parking spot when you arrived? Don't worry, you'll see them again. We assigned you parking spot 17F, and we also hired Bryce to pull into 17F seconds before you arrived. In fact, we'll assign you the task to go off-site and pick up more Post-it notepads for Do It Again, Please, and Improv Sabbatical's central office 5 times per day for the length of your stay. And every time you repeat this task, Bryce will be waiting in their RAV4 and pull into 17F right as you pull up. Good work, Bryce, and good work you for reliving this annoying experience 5 times per day. Doesn't seem funny yet? Don't worry. The 11th time Bryce pulls into that spot, you'll get it. Because that's why you're here. You need to learn. Do you know? Get it. You'll marinate on that great comeback while you're in aisle 5 at Office Depot. That's where the Post-its are. And eventually, you'll tell off Bryce perfectly. Every time. So many beats. So much opportunity. So much Bryce. Here at Do It Again, Please, an Improv Sabbatical, we believe a joke gets funnier the more times you say it. And that dry toast gets moderately tolerable by day 8. But best of all, we'll let you mangle your second beat with a premise that barely resembles the first beat, but at least demonstrates you're moderately aware of the relevant concepts and technique by the time you drive home from the sabbatical. Don't live in a world of first beats only. There's always more Roosters to call back, and there's always more Bryce. Call us at 1-800-555-BEAT. That's 1-800-555-BEAT. Call me, please.
And we're back. It'll be funny eventually, maybe.
I find it funny.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I
You're
might
welcome.
start blushing again. All right, we got some slides here before we go. We're just doing a few things. Let's see if we got some slides. There we are with our word of the week. Katrina, what do you think about this word of the week?
I love it. I still don't really know how to pronounce it because if it's taken from as nope, if it says mingle English to muse or muser,
Muser.
muser,
Yeah.
then is it pronounced musard? Because I really want to pronounce it like mustard without the T.
Yeah, that's I think what I see. For our podcast listeners, our word is musard or muzzard, M-U-S-A-R-D, from our interview earlier. And this means dreamer, absent-minded, foolish fellow, or vagabond were all the definitions that I found on the internet for this one. And it comes from Middle English, to muse or a muser. So I guess it would be musard.
Musard.
I suppose.
Or Musard.
You know, I really should have looked this up prior to the episode, and I regret not doing so. I usually do, and I didn't today.
I feel like this is our episode of actually showing that we're not trying our hardest.
Yeah, we're really trying
Actually
to be
showing-
the third best. The third nerdiest.
Nerdiest.
improv
You
show.
know, every Nerdiest improv show has an off week.
Yeah, I guess this is our off week. We're
Yeah.
relying very heavily on you, Luke, for this week.
Yes.
Yeah. All right,
Thank
let's
you,
see.
Luke.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Luke, for saving the show. Next slide we have is to submit to us. You can come be a guest as well. Yeah, you can contact us on the website ween.is, or you can contact us on social media at WN Improv Show. Either way, send us what you want us to be talking about, or come visit us.
Yeah. We would love to talk improv, your history,
Mhm.
what you like about it, what you don't like about it, how you find
Yeah.
inspiration for it,
Mm-hmm.
etc.
Yes.
So
Katrina will grill you.
I grill like a dad with
Like
a
a dad
grill.
Yeah.
Again, off week.
Off week. All right. Well, I think this will also raise us a little bit back up again to Luke levels with our segment. Changing of the Will Hines. Oh, I couldn't even say Will's name right. Will Hines photo. Blink. There we go.
Oh, I like the hat. It's a nice hat.
Very, very nice hat. I am a hat person. I like hats. I think that's a good one.
It's a good hat.
Good hat.
I think that raised us up to at least second Nerdiest improv show.
Definitely. That photo alone will bring us back up.
Yep. We're
Podcast
climbing the
listeners,
ranks.
you'll have to look at the video.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to. Maybe we should be posting these somewhere. Maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe we,
Yeah.
we can put them on social media, perhaps.
Maybe in like the show notes, maybe we'll just post a link or something.
Yeah. Well, we put a link to the full episode. They could just scroll through quickly.
You could
I
just watch a
suppose.
clip from next week's episode when it will be on the wall the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That will work.
We figured it out.
Yeah, we figured it out.
We're nothing if not problem solvers.
Yes, we are. We're trying very hard in this episode, even
Yeah.
if we don't win. All right. Well, I think that's it for us. Thank you, everyone, for visiting. Let's roll those credits.
Roll in the credits.
Rolling those credits.
Roll in the credits.
I feel like we should be in a car, the two of us, rolling down a street in some kind of like a Chevette with
Ooh.
this theme music that you
I
can't
should
hear.
have that. I know the theme music now.
Yeah,
Did you pick it intentionally to sound like the theme song? Because it kind of sounds like the theme song.
I did. I picked it after the theme song. that
That's
you
like-
made.
That's a very good choice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, Black